Naval Seabees working at the Naval Support Activities Hospital in Da Nang, Vietnam, regularly helped offload the wounded and the dead, mostly Marines, from a UH-1 Huey medevac helicopters they called choppers. The Seabees carried the stretchers to a triage area and laid them across two sawhorses. The Navy nurses would come to evaluate the wounded Marines. Most of the wounded were taken to the Naval Support Activities Hospital for treatment, but sometimes the wounds were so bad that the stretchers became the examination tables, or even emergency operating tables. The Seabees did not try to pay too much attention to the blood and guts and severity of the wounds. They just blocked it out. It was a job to be done, and the Seabees did it. The Seabees had a saying, "Ain't no big thing." It was a big thing, but they could not dwell on the carnage, so to keep their sanity, they needed an escape, and ain't no big thing was it. On one of those dark days, Chuck Boga and Ernie pulled the stretcher off a chopper. Chuck was 6 feet 4 inches and Ernie was 5 feet 6 inches. Chuck had the top of the stretcher and Ernie had the bottom. As soon as they began to walk to the staging area, the dead Marine's bodily fluids came sliding down on Ernie. Piss, shit, blood, and gut. God damn it. This is hard to take. Another time, Ernie was hauling a stretcher, again at the bottom of it, but thankfully not with Chuck Boga at the top. The Marine's boot fell from the stretcher to the ground. Ernie bent down to pick it up and saw that the Marine's foot, just above his ankle, was still in the boot. Oof, that got to Ernie. He had to recover quickly. Ain't no big thing. They carried a few more Marines to the triage area and returned to work. One day at the hospital, Ernie, in fatigue pants, rubber boots, no shirt, and a drab green hat, is smoothing out concrete on the floor to the new annex of the Naval Support Activities Hospital. Ernie thinking aloud. Good, no medevac choppers for the last hour. Ernie wiped sweat from his brow. His next thought aloud, I'm thirsty. I'm going to fill my canteen from the water buffalo. As Ernie walks through the triage area, a voice calls out to him. Hey man, you got a cigarette? Ernie stops, looks down, and sees a young Marine with blood from 2 bullet holes seeping through his abdominal bandage. Ernie pulls a cigarette from his pack, lights it, and places it between the Marine's lips. The Marine raises his chin up slightly to say thanks. His blonde hair and face are matted with dirt and blood. His hands and arms are muddy and bloody. Ernie offers encouragement. They're going to take good care of you, kid. Don't worry. Ernie goes off to fill his canteen and takes 2 long swigs. I'm going to check on that young Marine on my way back. Ernie reaches the Marine, looks down on him. The Marine's body is still, with his eyes looking straight up. The cigarette is lying on his face with the burning pip on his left eyeball. Ernie knew he felt nothing. The Marine was dead. Ernie, filling with emotion, takes the cigarette from the Marine's face, throws it down, and stomps on it. I hate this fucking goddamn war. Hold it together, Ernie. Ain't no big thing.